Hello everyone, this is your Sarah, and this is all about Android app development. So for that, first we need to have Android Studio software. We can also develop in Eclipse, which is similar to this Android Studio, but still if you do it in Android Studio, it will be well and good. And there is a link called developers.android.com. In that you will be getting the installable. Just download Android Studio. Just download this. I have already downloaded, and the installable will look like this. Here you have to right click and click on run as administrator. After installing, you will be getting the Android Studio icon like this. So click on this. So once you install, your IDE will be loading like this. After installing, you will get you can import a project, you can start a project. So first, this is the first tutorial. So we are clicking start a new Android Studio project. Here we are going to use a term called activity more. So I'm selecting empty activity and clicking on next. So now I'm going to change it as my first tutorial, and I have to correct the project name like this, package name like this. This is my project name, and the name what you are giving here will be like how when you install an app, the app name will be displayed, right? The name you are giving will be taken into that app name. Later also you can change this name. So now where I want to change, I want to change it over here. So just change the path, and this is, there are two languages are there. One is Kotlin and another one is Java. And now we are going to develop with the Java, and the minimum SDK is Android Lollipop 5. So which means your phone should be having 5 or more than 5. Okay. Now it will automatically show your app will run on approximately how much percentage of devices. So click on finish once you are done with this. So your project will be created and automatically IDE will be opened. It's loading, so let's wait. So once it is created, there will be a Gradle file. Okay, that Gradle will start syncing. So most important thing is our Android manifest.xml file and build.gradle file. Two Gradle files will be there. One is for this module and another one is for the whole project. Always you have to touch the module file now, and two more files are there. One is .java file and another one is .xml file. This we used to call it as a layout resource file. And as you see, like once the Gradle got synced, the structure came. This is the structure. The Java file will be resides in this package, and the layout resource file will be resides in res resource folder, resource layout folder. Now we are going to just execute the application and display the text called hello world. Okay, so for this, how we are linking this Java and XML file? That's what our first question will be. So our Java name is, file name is, class name is main activity. That name has to be given over here, and then the XML what we have used here is activity underscore main, and that XML name has to be given here. Can you see this? So set content view, in this we have to call this XML name. So these both are interlinked now. And the next thing is there will be a manifest file. which I have told you already. In this manifest file, the app name will be there. I didn't give anything earlier. You remember, in first we have given the project name, that is automatically brought over here, and the thing is the main activity name is declared here. Can you see this? So whenever you are creating a new .java file, this has to be declared over here. And also when you install that and if you launch your app, the first page which you want to display, that has to be declared with this intent filter. Okay, many more Java files you can create and you can declare, but still if you want to make it as your first page in your application, then that has to be declared with this main, and it should have a launcher. It should be defined as a launcher. So now moving on to our Gradle file, can you see project and module? So what information it will hold is, first this application, our package name will be there, and minimum SDK and target SDK version. Minimum SDK is nothing but our lollipop versions, it is mentioned, and this is our first version, right? Just now we have created the project, so it is one is mentioned over here. Next thing is what and all related, for example, layouts will be there, and the supportive, some jars if we are using, and those jars has to be compiled, right? For example, in Eclipse build path we will give. So similarly we have to declare the dependencies here. Can you see this here? So now we are almost ready with Android manifest file and activity main XML and main activity. Whenever you are creating a new project, these will be by default appearing in your project. So now to install and execute this, we will require a virtual phone. So using this Android virtual AVD manager, we have to create a virtual device. So we will see in next video how to do this. So I have already configured and kept. So I'm just clicking on run and debug app, which is starting my emulator. Why? You can click on run or debug. Okay, run or debug, anything you can give, but in order to see the SOPs in the console, you have to click the debug app. Then only there will be a tab called debug will be enabled. In that you can able to see the SOPs which you have given in the application. So now our emulator is getting turned on. Can you see the virtual file? And the name of the project is displayed over here, which is displaying the hello world text, which is our basic first and foremost step in our Android tutorial project. In next video we will see about how to map this with Firebase. Okay, thank you all. Hope you all liked my video. If you like my video, please like, share, comment and subscribe. Bye bye.